¿Qué rollo? Con el pollo, mi raza. Welcome back to a brand new video. Ahorita, viejones, acabamos de llegar al LKQ Junkyard, en otras palabras, porque venimos a comprarle una troca al compa guapo de su gusto. ¿Qué no, mi guapo? Aquí tenemos mucha herramienta. Aquí terminando con nosotros el compa Lalo. So, the real reason why we came to LKQ, guys, is because ahorita llegando allá a la casa le vamos a estar enseñando a mi compa Lalo. Just bought a brand new truck. Hay que ver si encontramos algunas partes que ocupamos. Small little things like coil packs. Y pues el viejo dice que no quiere comprarle nuevos just yet because he first wants to see the truck turn on. Y así prende, pues que le va a comprar todo nuevo. Así que venimos por unos coil packs que we broke yesterday as we were trying to do the engine swap. Venimos por un neutral safety switch para la transmisión que quebramos también. So, stay tuned. No, pues ya empezamos bien mal. Super windy, forgot the mics. They closed in 15 minutes and didn't want to let us in, but we made it in. Así que pues aquí está luego. A lo que venimos, chavalones. A lo que venimos. Métete, chaparro. Métete, chaparro. Tú nomás métete como que si sabes lo que estás haciendo ahí. Por abajo de la troca, cabrón. ¿Dónde vas? Tírate ahí abajo, cabrón. Nomás ahí como para un thumbnail, cabrón. Y nomás abre la boca ahí como un thumbnail. Abre la boca hacia. No te creas, cabrón. Chat, we're about to put the camera down. We found what we need. Bueno, pues mi racita, duramos ahí que en vergüenza unos 20 minutes because they had us waiting at the line. We found pretty much everything that we needed, I guess. We made it work and they were handing out free water, so that's a plus. We'll go ahead and show you guys what we got and what the update is on Lalo's truck once we get back to my house, so let's go. Yo guys, we're on our way home and my boy Lalo wanted to be cheap and get a free wash. So now we're out here trying to get a free wash.
Parece Carmen aquí.
Yo, bro. It's free washes?
Huh?
Free wash?
Yeah, we do a free wash. Yeah.
Why is that?
Since it's a grand opening.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because it's a grand opening, we got two promotions. One being all of our memberships are also $10. The second one is all of our we have free washes. But if you wanted to, I mean, I know a free wash does sound appetizing. That is only one free wash. If you do get the membership, you do get 30 days of unlimited washes at any location just for $10.
Oh, shit, nice.
Yeah,
Cool,
so
thank you.
I'm gonna have someone else come check you in here a little bit. Just give us a couple seconds.
Cool, thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you guys know accepting workers here, bro?
If you see it like on Indeed, yeah.
Is it online or what?
Yeah, it's most likely online.
My boy Wapo's out here asking for work instead.
Alright, bro. Sounds good, bro. Thank you.
Papi Wapo, you got, ¿sí te dieron?
A huevo, viejo, dice que hay que aplicar en línea. Pues a la verga, vamos a aplicar, viejo, para lavar sus carros a todos los compas a la verga.
¿El Chapo es carguachero?
A huevo.
¿O cómo le vas a poner ahí a tu negocio?
¡Cállese!
Es que se don't live up.
Hey, Lalo. Chapo,
chino.
¿cómo le vas a poner?
Yeah, so I just found
Car wash a la verga, para que sepan la verga su wiki.
Like Lalo's being cheap, that's why I'm gonna for shit. Nicho, put it on end. And step on the brake,
Right?
Yeah, just keep holding the brake. Ahora pues, raza, aquí andamos agarrando el free car wash del compa Lalo. Oh. Yeah. Más bien anda rayando la troca mi compa Lalo. ¿Cómo de que free car wash? Free freaking raya. Raza, I promise you guys I have never been in one of these things before.
Are you on the brake yet?
I guess you have to put it on neutral and put your foot off of the brake. Ahorita lo estaba regañando off camera. Mire qué raspada
De vidrio.
de todo. Que nos quedemos atrapados aquí, ¿cómo nos salemos? Chingón. They should name this. Miren, ya hasta doblaron ahí el espejo. They should name this place In and Out. So mi compa Lalo did not want to subscribe for the $10.99 free car washes all month long, unlimited. Just like that, viejones, we got a free car wash. Y algunas de las cositas que encontramos: coil packs, neutral safety switch, some spark plug wires, and un light switch. That we are back, and it is finally time to show you guys what we got going on. So, man, first thing first, I know my truck completely looks like a junkyard. Miren nomás. But at the end of the day, this is why I decided to sell my old property and buy this property, because I couldn't do stuff like this at my old house, you know. Pero besides the fact that it's really, really messy, you know, that's not an excuse. I really gotta get to cleaning up. Pero pues este video no se trata del cochinero, sino que se trata aquí de las camionetas de mi compa Lalo. Okay, so both of these trucks are el compa Lalo's trucks. I know you guys are probably thinking like, man, why do they look like freaking junk? You know, el viejo anda ahorita medio se anima y se desanima, se anima y se desanima. So please, you guys could be kind and leave some nice words of motivation for el compa Lalo. Para que I'm going to go ahead and tell him to read these comments. Ojalá he gets motivated to finish his new truck. That is the new truck he just bought. But before we go ahead and actually go over on that side, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this truck. So this truck originally, it was mine. It had a red step side bed and it had the GMC front end. Yo se la regalé a mi compa Lalo. I pranked him, I think maybe around 2 Christmas ago. I had let him borrow one of my trucks. I had an extra spare key, pues la robamos, we moved in. He was all worried, you know, we almost gave him a heart attack. And at the end of the video, I told him I would go ahead and give him this truck. No más que, pues la troca no estaba así. You know, it was pretty much put together. Not 100%, you know, but it was pretty much, I want to say maybe 80% done. You know, pero tenía su cama y todo, pero pues el compa Lalo se desanimó. So what happened is that mi compa Lalo wanted to build una troca chingona, you know, and I respect that. Pero that's kind of when everything went downhill, you know, because it already had a front end, it had the doors, it had an old cab, you know. Lo único malo es que the old cab, cuando yo se la regalé, aquí tenía como un dent. You know, again, this is not it. Aquí tenía como un dent y cuando la puerta cerraba, aquí el dent se miraba poquito, you know. I told him, you know what, Lalo, like, this is your first truck. This is just como to get back in the scene, to get motivated, at least use it as a burnout truck, algo así. Y él me dijo, no, you know what, if I'm going to build something, I want to build something right from the start. You know, como les digo, se le respeta. But the only thing where he messed up is because of that, he decided to buy a new cab, which is pretty much this cab. And when there were, this cab was actually on a whole nother truck, but he just bought the cab. He didn't buy the whole frame. This is the original frame que yo le había regalado. So when they were dismounting this cab, same thing happened here, como que la amarraron de aquí y aquí se dobló. So now same shit happened here. So that's when all this went to a downfall, because this cab is actually from an original cat-eye from 03 to 07, and everything else was pretty much from a 99, a bubble light 99 to a 02. So all the cablerillo and all that, man, it started messing up. It didn't want to plug in the truck. It didn't want to plug in or whatever the case is. Pero cuando yo se la di, no vayan a pensar que se la di así, you know. Yo le regalé un 6.0 motor. Ya con long tube headers. I pretty much paid to unlock the tune. I paid $200 for the credits. Everything was ready. Lo único que yo no le di, because I didn't finish it. It wasn't in my plans to give it to him. Le faltaba todavía the transmission. Pero keep in mind that the cab, the frame, and everything was original. Cuando yo se la regalé, lo único que nomás yo le metí el motor. You know, pero other than that, everything was plug and play. And then from there, when he bought this cab, como les digo, es cuando empezaron los problemas. Miren aquí, le falta una bracket, no sé qué. You can't add the door on this one, so you pretty much had to weld. He has to weld something on para que la puerta quede. You know, so that was one of the headaches and all of this. Pero pues, shout out to him. He was able to put it together. He put it together. Pero no sé qué pasó cuando la mandaron a pintar. Empezaron unos pedos por ahí. And those are personal problems. Pero pues yo no me meto, cada quien en su rollo. You know, and ever since then, pues la troca ya no quiso prender or whatever the case is. Pero at one point, mi compa Lalo and his uncle did get this truck to start, you know, so the motor was healthy. Like I said, everything was good. The harness, everything, I hooked everything right. The only thing his uncle did was plugged in the transmission, and then from there, it was moving, you know. After he came back from playing, ya no quiso prender. Ever since then, he gave up. He let it go. He le invertía, les invertía, and that's what happened. So then from there, he came across this new truck, and look at this beauty, man. So this truck pretty much is a whole different truck. It has a whole new back half. You know, it is built for to lay frame. You know, and this compressor did not come with the truck. This compressor, my boy Lalo bought it. He bought this tank separate. He bought this for the switches. And this is a good switch. You know, this is the same exact kit that I have on my orange truck. And this other tank as well, he bought it on OfferUp too. So, eso no vino con la truck. So besides that, todo vino con la truck. The fuel cell, sí vino con la truck. Pero pues si se fijan aquí, the truck does have a narrow diff. Really, really small. Miren, aquí es donde tiene que sentar. It still has a spacer, and it has the cut steelies, like my orange truck and my green truck. You know, so this truck is really made for some really deep dish intros that my boy Lalo, I think, is gonna be getting later down the road. But for now, dice que he just wants to get this thing running. And then it does have aquí the mounts for the batteries. It has one and one on the other side. Ya viene with the airbags. And these do work. For now, the previous owner, kind of plugged them up, like where you could just connect a compressor, and they work. Let me see if I could have it. All right. You see, or something like that. So they work. Pero pues, right now it's just to lift the airbags up and down. Y pues también tiene, I don't know what this is. I don't know if it's a 3-link or a 4-link. You know, so this truck did get a lot of, and a super big notch. Más que le faltan los shocks. This truck did get a lot of fabricating. That's why I told my boy Lalo that this truck is worth it. Because just in the money that went into the framework and cutting the diff, it's a lot of money, you know. Y pues también los vale la truck because la cab ya está aquí bien completa. It's a nice color. I think he said, my boy Lalo, that he's going to be leaving it this color. I told him that's a good choice. So the only thing that the truck did come pretty much kind of gutted in the inside. That's why it's here at my house. I am helping my boy Lalo put it back together. You know, so it did come without a steering wheel. But the good thing is that my boy Lalo, he's going to be using this truck now as a donor. So pretty much le quitó the steering wheel y se lo vamos a estar poniendo on that one. And then the cluster too, ya se lo cambió because this truck came without a cluster. But it's just minor things. You know, so ahorita pues esta troca ya va a tener todo. You know, this is what the inside looks like. But I know a lot of you guys might not have motivation for my boy Lalo. And a lot of you guys are. Me, I'm telling my boy Lalo que there's a lot of potential and motivation to not give up. That I'm going to go ahead and not stop trying until we get this truck running, you know, because he's a good guy and he deserves it, you know. But right now we have the truck on jacks as we are connecting the transmission. Pero si le quitamos los jacks and we lay it on the ground, man, this thing literally sits on the floor because of the airbags. But it does have front airbags as well. You know, están las airbags. You know, so, y pues la front end, igual, se la quitó mi compa Lalo de aquella truck. It is going to be a cat-eye. We have all the front end, so así no van a pensar que va a estar. Once we finish throwing on the motor on there, tiene su front end, really, really nice. Lo único que no tiene mi compa Lalo ahorita es una bed. Pero dice que no le importa, he just wants to go ahead and use it like this. Pero igual, nomás que ya les grabé un poco tarde, pero este motor, originally, my boy Lalo bought this truck, y yo se lo quité from this truck, y ya se lo puse en esta. So ya nomás es de connecting the harnesses and connecting the drive shaft from the bottom. La transmisión está conectada with the motor, and like I said, this is the motor that I had originally gave him, and it works. Really, really great motor, 6.0. He thought we just got to pretty much finish bolting that on, throw on the front end, and this truck should go. But that's pretty much what I wanted to go ahead and show you guys. It's what we're working on. And for those of you who do not believe in mi compa Lalo, of course we need some haters too. Stay tuned because this is going to be a badass build. Pretty much if everything goes good, this truck should pretty much lay and sit almost like my orange truck. You know? Y pues aquí está el old motor que tenía. Because this truck did come with this block. I believe the guy said it was a 5.3, but we don't know if it worked or not. But my boy Lalo, I think, is going to trash it just because he has his 6.0 right here. Y pues allá tiene unas partes, ya está la front end y todo. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, this is pretty much what we're working on. Let us know down in the comment section. What do you guys think of my boy Lalo's truck? I honestly think it's worth it. This truck, like I said, I think he got it for steal. He got it for $2,000. But if you guys pay close attention, aquí tiene un chingo de framework. Y pues esto, just those $2,000 is nothing compared to the work that went into here. Pretty much the diff ahorita quieren like $1,800 just to shorten the diff. Y pues esto ya lo trae. You know, but let us know in the comment section, what do you guys think? Some words of motivation from my compa Lalo. Smash that like button. You guys are not ready to see this truck. Subscribe to no me sabe cómo va a quedar, and we'll see you guys in the next vlog. Peace.